Alright, welcome everybody to another episode of Ninja Westy Plays Minecraft on this survival world. So today we're going to continue work on the castle here. Don't worry, I hope to finish this within the next couple episodes. One or two, that is. Because I am already getting kind of sick of it, and I'm sure people watching my videos think they're kind of boring. Because I'm doing the same thing over and over again. But today I'd like to go over block palettes, and the block palette I think I'm going to use for this castle here. So, one thing that I've learned is just throwing down a bunch of blocks and seeing what you like the most when you have a general idea of how you want things to look is the best way to go, because then you can actually pick easier, because you can actually see it in front of you here. So for roof, I was thinking maybe smooth basalt, because I like how it looks. But also for roof, I think stripped, whatever this is called, spruce, looks good. And if you notice, that's kind of a theme throughout this village, so it might be good to use that as a roofing material. So this is probably what I'll end up doing, maybe with some trims with smooth basalt. But anyways, so this here is going to be my wall palette. These, the brick, tough, and smooth stone are what I plan to build like these walls out of, as well as like, you know, mossy stone bricks and cracked stone bricks, and maybe a couple other blocks like andesite and cobblestone mixed in, just to make it look better and a little more textured. And then for pillars, we're going to use oak logs. And right here I was deciding what I liked most for interior walls. So interior, we're going to go with this terracotta brick theme, because that's pretty common. You can see it on most of the buildings around my village here. Like, it's used there, it's used there, it will be used when I finally decide to finish that. These towers here, and then that chimney there, all uses this brick terracotta mixture, so we're gonna try and incorporate that in some places. And I think I liked this birch the most, so that's probably what we'll do for the interior. And so the bottom here is what I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with flooring. I want to do a dark color so it contrasts our brick terracotta mixture here and our oak supports. So dark oak I knew I wanted to use, but then I was trying to decide what kind of trim I want, if I want solid deep slate or if I want stairs, and I think I like the stairs a little better. Yeah, let's fill this in the rest of the way. Yeah, I think I like that. So we'll go with this. Might have a couple of different rooms, like different colored rooms. And then for like little peeking out of the towers, I don't know how to explain it, that over there, we're going to use a calcite diorite mix. And I think that'll look pretty good. So, yeah. So this should be my final block palette. It is prone to change, and it probably will change a little bit as I build. But anyway, I am going to gather a bunch of resources, and I will be back. So there's different ways, multiple different ways to build in Minecraft, and I'll try and explain them here. So basically there is patchwork, and that's basically, saying basically a lot. That's where you take one section of the build at a time, and you build up that one section, and then once you're done with that one section, then you move on to a section next to it or somewhere else, and you just do that until you eventually have an entire build. There's another method where basically you place blocks, like each room. You do each room one at a time until you have that room done, and then you move on to another room, and then there are levels. So some people will just go and they'll lay out the foundation, and then they'll go and make the foundation look exactly how they want to do it, and then they'll just do the next layer of that building. Usually if someone's doing that, that's something they're copying a schematic or a reference photo. So hopefully that made some sense. But my personal favorite, I tend to do more of a patchwork style. So I'll work on one section, and once I'm done with that one section, I'll move on to the adjacent or tangent section. So right now I'm working on these towers right here. So I'm going to do this just to give it a little more variety here. And I'm going to leave that part out because it's just going to get covered by... I'm only going to do this side and this side because those are the only ones that face outwards. And then I'll do this wall here. Right now I'm just adding in a little bit of detail blocks. And obviously I'll come back in later and add a little more, but right now. So I extended the foundation down and made it look like it was a little more supported by adding a little ring of blocks here. Now I'm coming in and I'm just throwing in some cracked bricks and a little bit of mossy. One thing to know when you're texturing like this is you want the most frequency of like decrepit blocks, so like your cracked stone and your mossy stone, at the bottom. So like as you go further up, less and less of this cracked brick and mossy brick starts appearing, if that makes any sense. And that gives it a little bit more of a natural look, like and it's got more natural wear on it than some builds you see that look just like brand new and perfect. And I like the little worn down. I think it looks a lot better. Okay, so now I'm working on the next section of the tower here. We've got the foundation pretty much done. You know, it needs a little bit more cleaning up, and it looks a little square and boxy right there. But right now I'm going to start focusing building up the tower. So I thought these just random bricks here as a separator weren't good enough because they just blend into everything else. So I was thinking I am going to put a border of dark oak, stripped dark oak logs, and I think that will look a lot better than just the stone bricks. Yeah. Now there's more of a contrast between the foundation and the actual tower. Alright, so some time has passed, and I think this is starting to look pretty good. It's a little square. I don't know if I like this square, but I think it looks fine. Especially because I want more of a uniformy, squarish look for this build. So I think it looks good. This is from a couple of different angles. I beat up the foundation a little more and made it less, uniform and other words for uniform. And then I added a trim up there. It's the exact same trim, or almost the exact same trim, to the one that I have on my little AFK tower over here. Oh, that's the wrong button. Yeah, it's pretty close to that little trim there. Not quite, though. You can see it better from over here. I think it looks pretty good how it is. Right now, I can't decide if I want to get rid of those double pillars, because I think it looks a little weird over there, but I don't know how I would get rid of them. So yeah. One thing I was thinking was maybe with the basalt that I have here, maybe instead of doing log pillars, I could do basalt pillars, but I don't think that'll look very good. Another thing that actually might be the best option is just strip these. So I'm going to strip those, and I'm going to go up, or go back down. I'm already up. Place those, and then let's go back down. I don't know. I don't like either of them. Alright, some more fiddling later, and this is the final result, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm liking how it looks. Right there, I didn't really know what to do, so I just put planks. And for support pillars, I decided to do stripped dark oak because it contrasted the calcite and diorite mix quite nicely. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Keep in mind, these empty walls here will probably be filled in or covered by a roof from the Grand Hall or roof from the kitchen there. So right now I am going to work on building up the second tower. Now that both the towers are built, it's time to start working on the keep. So let's do that. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd say that is one pretty good start to a castle. I know it's a little different than most castles you'll see other creators build, because of like the whole brick and just the different variety. Most people tend to make castles one color. But yeah, I like how this turned out. Also, I gotta apologize for the audio quality of my microphone. It's a brand new microphone, so I've been trying to fix it, get the equalizer a little more equal so the loud isn't so loud and the quiet isn't so quiet. So that should be better in the next coming videos. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching, and share it with your friends because it will help me out a lot, and let's be honest here, I need all the help I can get. So thank you so much. If you liked my castle, I'd love feedback on it. Maybe things I could change, things you don't like, things that you do like. Everything matters, and I really enjoy it when I get feedback. So anyway, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I can't do a close-up on scaffolding. Have a good rest of your day, and bye-bye!